This time, I'd like to introduce to you the starting lineup for the visiting Bobcats of Bluffton. At guard, number 4, Brandon Bryant. Is it Micaiah? Yeah. At guard, number 5, Micaiah Hamilton. At guard, number 25, Khalil Chaplin. At guard, number 10, Aiden McCarthy. And at forward, number 15, Isaiah Gadsden. The Bobcats are coached by Bradley Gabriel. Got to go Tajay first. He's a sophomore. And now, the starting lineup for your Hilton Island Seahawks. At guard, sophomore number 5, Tajay Wright. At guard, junior number 21, Stewart. At guard, junior number 12, Tyrese Bowman. At forward, junior number 13, Caleb Spangler. And at forward, senior number 11, John O'Gorman. Seahawks are coached by Shane Brown, assisted by Lance Jackson, Jamal Brooks, and Javaris Saxon.
We welcome you to the Summit Services High School Boys Game of the Week. Here brought to you by Summit Services and the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Tony Bruin back with me. Red Bruin filling in for Kevin Libby on this one. Larry Jacomont and Jeremy Pope with you alongside as well. Bluffton comes in 7-11, losing to May River earlier this week. Hilton Head comes in 4-15. We're underway in a three-point play just like that from starter to Jay Wright. Wright, Bowman, Stewart, O'Gorman, and Spangler, the Hilton Head starters. On the other end for Bluffton, as we've got a whistle, it's Brandon Bryant, number 4, Khalil Chapman, number 25, number 5, Micah Hamilton, who just had the basketball, number 15, Isaiah Gadsden, and number 10, Aiden McCarthy. Looks like Jamari Stewart Manning, who was expected to start, is not in this one. 7:29 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 in favor of Hilton Head. After that 3 was made. Red, great to be back with you again, my friend. Your keys to this this great 7-4A matchup here tonight.
I got to tell you, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better high school atmosphere.
No doubt.
What a competition this is, what a rivalry, Bluffton and Hilton Head. Both teams like to want to try to get out and run and get their points in transition. They don't really have too many dominant scorers that can go one-on-one, but they like to try to get their offense off their defense and get it in transition. So both
Bluffton
teams
with the basketball, going inside, putting that one up and getting it to go inside off a beautiful pass is Aiden McCarthy, and it is 3-2. Nice feet inside, stolen away. Bluffton again coming in at 7-11 on the season, and Hilton Head coming in at 4-15 as we're just getting things rolling here at the outset of this guys' Game of the Week, only on WHHI Sports TV and the Summit Services High School Basketball Series.
Yeah, they both settled down a little bit now, but you can tell they both came out trying to push the tempo.
Going inside, putting that one up and not able to get it to fall is Isaiah Gadsden. Our presenting sponsor, Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Thanks to Summit Services for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty, our three-point play sponsor. Let us lead you home. Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty.
Well, that was a man's foul there. I guess that's the way he's supposed to foul. If you're going to foul, make sure he doesn't get like an and one.
Absolutely. And at the free throw line for Hilton Head is number 13, Caleb Spangler, forward junior. And he gets the first one to fall to make it 4-2. And he didn't get the second. The rebound goes to John O'Gorman. He kicks it out to Kyrese Bowman. Bowman had a great game last week, as did a couple of other guys. There's a nice pass inside, putting that one up and putting it down is number 13. That's well done for Caleb Spangler. He's already making his presence felt so far in this one. Stolen away. Here's Hilton Head on a breakaway. And nearly a rejection, but Stewart is able to finish inside. 8-2. The home team with the lead. And the Bobcats call a timeout, brought to you by Fat Babies. We'll take it with them. Be right back. First quarter just underway in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series. Boys Game of the Week. Back in a moment.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We welcome you back to the guys' game of the week of the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Bluffton comes in 7-11 overall, 1-4 for 5th and 7 4A, 4-7 at home, 2-4 on the road, riding a 3-game losing streak. There's a jumper well off the mark. Nice deflection there. Averaging giving up 50.8 points per game and scoring 45.7 on the road, scoring 49.5 and giving up 56.3. Funny that they end up scoring more. Actually, that was home at first. Funny that they end up scoring more and giving up more on the road. Hilton Head comes in 4-15 on the year, 0-4, 6th in Region 7 4A, 3-6 at home, 1-7 on the road, 0-2 on neutral floor environments. 4-game losing streak, 50.3 points per game scored, giving up 56.7 overall, giving up 55.1 in non-road games. That includes neutral environments. Scoring 52.3. Definitely prefer playing anywhere but true road tests from what I've seen out of these numbers. There's a jumper, a little bit off the mark, as it was attempted by Tajay Wright, number 5. He's got it back.
One of the keys that Coach Cape gave us
Wright.
was he wanted to limit offensive rebounds, and that's doing a very good job at the outset here.
Ladies and guys of Colleton County, home to May River, Lucy Beckham, Colleton County and James Island for Bluffton coming up. And same for the gals, who we saw earlier. Denise Donico, the principal for Bluffton, is driving inside. Was number 4, Brandon Bryan, a heck of a football player as well.
Bluffton's already given up 3 offensive rebounds. I know Coach Gable is not happy with that. That was one of his keys, not to give up offensive rebounds.
That's right. Principal for Hilton Head, Stephen Skidrich. ADs are Todd Stewart and Joe Monmonier. A lot of the athletic department for Hilton Head in terms of phys ed are these coaches that you see. And Coach Gilbert, or Coach Gabriel, beg your pardon, happens to be an English teacher at Bluffton. 4:29 to play here in the opening quarter. That pass deflected, going to go out of bounds.
Bluffton's got to shake off a little bit of the jitters. I think this big crowd's got them just a little bit nervous to start out with.
No question. No question about that. Fat Babies of Hilton Head, our timeout and food sponsor tonight. Come by for the pies and sandwiches in a relaxed setting with a jukebox and TVs. And their sausage guy, once again, off the charts. Here's a drive. Bluffton's got possession. They're down 10-2. Playing 7-11 up against the 4-15 here at 7 4A. And we had a little bit of contact inside. It's going to the home team.
The call that one. It looked like he got away with a walk a little bit before that, so they were definitely going to call that second one. The crowd was letting the refs have it for not calling that first walk.
Driving inside was Wright, and he had a little bit of contact heading his way, but he took one too many steps. Offensive foul, though, called on Spangler.
Then he pushed off on top of that.
Micah Hamilton averaging 5.7 points per game, 4.8 rebounds. He had the basketball. He gave it up to number 3 for Bluffton. That is Jamari Stewart Manning, averaging 12.3 points per game and 2.1 assists. Here now, Brandon Bryant giving it to the outside. That's going to come up short. And that was Chaplin, who's averaging 6.3 points per game. I mentioned Bryant as the ball is loose, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch certainly was Kyrie Bowman of Hilton Head. Brandon Bryant on the year, averaging 8.6 points per game, 4.8 rebounds.
Yeah, that was a good look for him. He likes that baseline shot. So a little hard, though.
Bluffton with possession. There's a jumper from the outside, a little bit too strong. John O'Gorman comes down with the rebound. 45 and 63 all-time is Russell Wisniewski. As driving inside, putting that one up is Wright, not able to get it to go, but he gets this board. There's a 3, Reese Stewart. A little bit off the mark, it's heading towards the out-of-bounds line. It's brought back, and it's gonna go back the other way. As taking it across the floor is Brandon Bryant. And he'll finish. Wisniewski 17 and 24 in Region 7-4A since 1920, 0-10 now against Bluffton all-time. Lost the matchup that you'll see along with one earlier this year here on WHHI. Lonnie Roberts, 227 and 170, 92 and 63 in region play as coach since 2006, ending his career at Bluffton this year. 21 and 14 as he got the split, or got the sweep of Hilton Head. That one at the line goes for number 12.
Hilton Head is getting to the basket
Bowman.
much too easy, and they're giving up, and Bluffton's giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
11-4. Bowman gets the first. Gabriel 1-0 against Hilton Head in a 47-39 win on January 12th. 21-11 record for Bluffton over Hilton Head all time. And first year for Gabriel, 7-11, 1-4 in the region, as I mentioned. Chane Brown, 51 and 57 overall, 23 and 18 in region play, and above 500 region records, something to watch out for. 7-2 all-time versus Bluffton via Max Prep since his start in 2019-20. He lost 47-39 back on January 12th. We'll see how this game finishes, but we are just a few minutes into the ball game when you look at it. 2:13 left in the quarter. Bryant couldn't finish. It's going to go out of bounds. Just 3 fouls for each team so far, Red, here in the first quarter. It has been wild.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Bluffton cannot, these teams are pretty comparable. They're pretty even. But Bluffton can't come down and give Hilton Head 3 attempts at the basket every time down. Once they play good defense, make them make that first miss, they've got to rebound the ball, Mark. There you go, another offensive rebound.
Another one.
offensive rebound.
And the ball loose. Bryant going to pick it up. Here's a drive, finishing, put that up and down for number 15, Isaiah Gadsden. 12-4, 1 minute, 47 seconds remaining. And quarter number 1, there's a jumper a little bit too strong.
Maybe that layup and that missile livens them up a little bit.
That came from McKenna Allen. And there's a finish, beautifully done for Tajay Wright. 15-6.
Mark, you know what that basket came off of? Another offensive rebound.
Amen. Offensive rebounds galore.
It is hurting Bluffton so far.
Here's a stolen away. Beautifully done. As Bluffton was trying to get an easy bucket, the finish not going to happen. As there looked to be some contact down at the low end. That was close to being something really special. As Jamari Stewart Manning looked to do something on the offensive end. 15-8 as Bluffton goes down and scores. Ball up in the air. And we've got a player down for Hilton Head. Getting up slowly is Tajay Wright.
Man, it looked like he's coming in to show that he should have been starting. He's coming in with a little chip on his shoulder, going right to the basket.
That's right. Sports Addiction is your bike, sports, and fitness equipment store for over 20 years. Marcus Walsh, Red Bruin, Larry Jacomont, Jeremy Pope want to send get well and speedy recovery wishes to our friend and colleague and my broadcast partner, Kevin Libby. Thanks to Larry Jacomont and certainly Coach Daniel Godson for filling in on the ladies' side for Kevin. To have Red here with me on the guys' side is driving inside, putting that one up, leaving it short on the right side is number 2, Luke Danzel, who's back in there after a little bit of a injury-plagued last couple of games. Danzel, a guard forward senior, set to graduate this season and this school year. Foul goes against number 10, Aiden McCarthy, again averaging 8.3 points per game, or 8.3 rebounds per game, I beg your pardon. And at the line, it is Lucky Johnson.
That was a foul that Bluffton didn't have to get. I'm starting to think that drawing charges is a lost art in high school basketball. Everybody's trying to be a shot blocker. He left at the foul line, went right down the middle. Everybody tried to block the shot instead of just stepping in and granting the charge. Right.
5 fouls for the visitors as putting that one up and getting it to go is number 3, McKenna Allen. And you were just looking at me, Red. Another offensive rebound.
I know we're starting to sound like a broken record here, but Bluffton is going to just shoot itself in the foot if they can't rebound.
Nice pass inside from, it actually went inside their beautiful rotation. Pass came from Micah Hamilton, and going to the line is number 12. And that one didn't go down. Got to apologize, folks. I don't have a number 12 on my roster. That one goes.
I think that is Elijah.
17-9. 23 seconds to play. Seahawks with the lead, 17-9. As Stewart gonna fire it over to McKenna Allen. Allen with a beautiful move, puts it up, didn't get it to go. Second chance opportunity won't go from Luke Danzel. It's gonna go out of bounds. 9.6 seconds remaining in the quarter.
They put Elijah in to do just what he did, was rebound, but unfortunately somebody got a tip when he tried to pass it out for the outlet.
4 fouls for Hilton Head thus far, 5 for Bluffton. 9.6 seconds to go, 17-9 in favor of the home team in white, Bluffton in black. Here's Bowman on a drive from the free throw line. A little bit strong. Rebound goes to Bluffton. They're going to take it across the floor. Nothing going to happen on that possession. That's the end of the first quarter of the Summit Services Boys Game of the Week. Here on WHHI Sports TV, our scores, we go to the second. 17-9 in favor of the Seahawks. Back with more next. Hey y'all, come check us out, offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you, Sports Addiction at 200 Okatee Village in the Okatee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
We welcome you to the second quarter of the Summit Services Guys Game of the Week, presented by Summit Services in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Tony Red Bruin, Jeremy Pope, and Larry Jacomont with you. Tony filling in for Kevin Libby on this Guys Game of the Week. Kevin will join me back we certainly hope and expect in a couple of weeks. That pass had a little bit too much spicy brown mustard on it. We were talking about Hides of Liverpool and Syracuse back when we called a game together at USCB about a month ago.
Yeah. Well, that was a spicy pass, all right.
It was. Here goes Hilton Head, ball loose. They're looking to crowd. They can't.
Yeah, you got to get
going
down the
back
floor
the other
for
way.
those.
Here goes Brandon Bryant. Nice move. And maybe one too many steps. That's what Hilton Head says. McKenna Allen saw it. And there are the responding chants. 7:15 to go in the first half. A reminder, we've got the halftime report coming up. Red and I with our first half thoughts. And this one, here's Bowman working inside, trying to find some room, putting up a shot over top of number 4, Brandon Bryant. Can't get it to go, and it's going back the other way, and here's Bryant.
Well, I'm sure when that quarter ended, that whole time they sat out, I'm sure all you heard was box out, rebound, rebound, rebound.
Right.
For Bluffton.
I could not agree more. Coach Gabriel, 7-9, 1-3 in conference. That pass a little bit too strong. They've had great practices and preparation for region play. Players have to work hard each day trying to get a little bit better at the little things that make the team really good. They're close. Still have issues when it comes to games. He truly feels they're close to being consistent and a more dangerous basketball team. Learning each possession on offense and defense matters in each game. It's been a grind. Overall, the players have worked really hard to try to understand what the expectations for Coach Gabriel are each day in practice and games. As there was a rejection, 17-9, continuing here in second quarter action. And there's a Hoosier Danny chance coming out, stolen away.
This is what Bluffton wants to do.
Wright
Get out
was
in
trying to get
transition.
something going. You're
with
right,
his left
Red.
hand.
Misfire by Bluffton. It's going back the other way. Long cross-court pass. Stewart, 3, left wing. Oh, baby! Reese Stewart, fill up the bucket, young man. The keys to the game for Coach Gabriel. Limit the mistakes, play solid defense. They held Hilton Head to 13 points in the second half of the first matchup as more contact down low going inside for Hilton Head.
Oh, yeah.
That was really well done.
Yeah,
As
you can see that one was
Bowman,
going as soon as it left his hand. Perfect release.
Yeah, Kyrese Bowman commits the foul. Got to play defense, box out, as you said, push ourselves, give ourselves a chance to win. Got to stop Stewart, Bowman, and certainly Wright. Stewart, Bryant, Wright, those guys all big-time matchup problems. Talking about Hilton Head players going inside, putting it up. Getting it close was Gadsden, Isaiah Gadsden, number 15, and it's called against him.
Anytime you put that
20-9.
shoulder down, it's going to be an offensive, especially down and around the paint area.
Jamari Manning averaging 13.4 points per game, 2.3 assists, 2.1 rebounds in region play. Big news for Coach Gabriel and company, and what a career he had elsewhere. I will talk more about that later. He has had a tremendous career as a basketball coach, and he brings a lot of knowledge and obviously that really good pedigree and record here to the Bluffton Bobcats, who are looking for that. They've had a little bit of a situation coaching the last couple of years.
Yeah, kind of a coaching carousel.
That's right.
But hopefully he can solidify it and take care of that, get these guys going in the right direction. A lot of great plays coming up in this area.
No doubt. 20-9, 5:31 remaining in the first half. Again, our halftime thoughts. Red and I will have those shortly. Hilton Head with the lead by 11. The basketball driving it up, not able to get it to go.
I will give the programs a little bit of an out, though. Up until most recently, though, this area was thought of mostly for football. So I think it's just now starting to make a name for itself for basketball.
And that does certainly mean a lot, no question.
Here's getting the talent.
Here's Bluffton with the basketball. Down by 11. Loose ball, and they corral it back. Here is Jamari Stewart Manning.
I like the way he's playing since he's come off the bench. He's coming off with
Right.
a chip on his shoulder. So I'm not sure why he didn't start in his regular spot today, but he's trying to prove something to the coach.
Yeah, when I take a look at what Bluffton has been like over the last few years, the team really hasn't quite been the same since Michael II left. Certainly, along with his grandson, that is doing things at a dynamite level on the hardwood in college. But it's still a team that you don't want to mess with.
No.
Here's Brandon Bryant. What a football player, I tell you what.
They seem to get better every game they play. They take away from their losses and they improve on them.
Absolutely. 20-9, 4:41 remaining in the first half. Hilton Head with the lead. They led 17-9 at the end of one. So Bluffton holding them here in quarter number 2.
We just got to get some offense going now.
Nice drive, couldn't finish. And here go the Bluffton
Trying
Bobcats.
to push the tempo coast to coast.
Not able to get that one to go is Hamilton. Michael Hamilton couldn't finish it. And now Hilton Head having a little bit of a difficult time retaining possession on the other end. They corral it though. There's a 3. Well off the mark. Rebound Bluffton. So Micah Hamilton averaging 5.7 points per game, 4.8 rebounds. Getting after it a bit. 4:04 remaining in the first half. Reminder that Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth is uniting the community to promote positive choices. Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth. And Superior Services. Make the superior choice with Superior Services. 4 minutes, 4 seconds remaining first half action here at the Nest. Home of the Hilton Head Seahawks come in 4-15 on the season. Bluffton comes in 7-11, having lost 44-32 to May River earlier this week. And we saw Hilton Head in action last week lose to May River. The ladies ended up winning big against May River 57-24 in that action, and Bluffton with a big win against the ladies in a game that you'll see here soon on WHHI Sports TV. 3:56 remaining, timeout. Bluffton Bobcats call it. We'll take it. It's a Fat Babies timeout here in the second quarter. 3:56 to go. 20-9 Hilton Head on WHHI Sports TV. It's the guys' game of the week of the Summit Services High School Basketball Series.
I'm Daniel Court.
And I'm Debbie Court, and we are Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty.
Some of the buyers and sellers that we encounter naturally experience that fear of change. But we once heard that life truly begins at the end of our comfort zones.
So if you're ready to make a change, give us a call and let us lead you home.
We welcome you now. 3:50 to go as we welcome you back to action here at the Nest on WHHI Sports TV. As Bluffton's got possession of the basketball. They're working it around, and there's some physical contact inside. Driving hard, not able to finish was Brandon Bryant. 3 minutes, 39 seconds remaining here in the opening half of play. Again, Tony Red Bruin and I will have our first half thoughts coming up here shortly. Brandon Bryant is going to the free throw line, and Bryant looks to finish there. He dribbles a few times, puts it up, and misfires on the front rim. Practices have been going well continually, and continuing to get better as well are the Hilton Head guys, says one head coach, Shane Brown. Games have been good. Got to play a competitive game against James Island, which they did Tuesday. Lost by about 10, but played pretty competitive, and they look to continue to get after it, having the record of 4-15, but continuing to get better, driving inside, not able to finish for Hilton Head.
You've been stuck on 20-9 for a minute now.
Yeah, indeed. And a little bit of a whistle there as Bluffton was working with it. Jamari Stewart Manning with the basketball for Bluffton. So Jamari Stewart Manning going to the line. 3:27 to play. That one goes. We aren't at 20-9 anymore, Red. We're at 20-10.
Finally. But you can expect that when you got like you can expect that when you have like a rivalry game. Kids have a little jitters early on. They usually shake them off, and
Right.
usually comes down to the wire or something.
That one didn't go, and it's going back the other way as Bluffton's got control of it. They're working it with Hamilton, averaging just about 6 points and 5 rebounds a game, stolen away. It's going to Reese Stewart. Nice pass inside and the finish over top of Bluffton. That is beautiful by Wright. It just feels so right for Tajay Wright. Bluffton with possession. 22-10. Hilton Head with the lead. Bluffton trying to cut down the deficit. It's at 12. 2:48 remaining. Again, Tony Red Bruin and I will have our first half thoughts coming up here shortly on the halftime report from the Nest. Bluffton contains with possession offensively. That was a fastball pass for Bryant. The 3 misses on the right wing as it was attempted, I do believe, there by number 3. That's Jamari Stewart Manning, and it's going back the other way. Here's Stewart. A little bit short on a 3 of his own from the top of the key. It's going to go out of bounds. Getting near the basketball there for Hilton Head was number 2, Danzell. Luke Danzell got inside there, couldn't corral the basketball, before it touched the baseline. It's going back the other way as Bluffton, with still the 12-point deficit, looking to cut that down. Here's a drive and kick. 3 from the left wing. Ring around the rim and out. And Danzell's going to get the rebound. He looked to push, and there was a little bit of, I believe, contact with the basketball, looked like to me, Red.
Yeah.
Stoppage with 2:02 to go. Danzell with the pass inside. There's a 3 just to the left of the top of the key. It's not going to go. And it was attempted by Logan Tomlinson. It's going back the other way. Here's Bryant looking to finish with a right hand off glass. No, Danzell gets the rebound. 1:45 remaining in the first half.
Well,
There's a 3.
This is
Stewart
not working
leaves
to
it short.
Bluffton's favor because they're losing. Both teams are selling for the jump shot, but Bluffton is behind and they're not getting any offensive rebounds. And Hilton Head is, at least they're getting like one, they're getting 2 shots every time down at least.
Here's Bryant driving inside, not able to get it to go, and to make matters worse, it hits Reese Stewart in the back coming down.
Well, that's what they got to do, take it to the basket, stop the clock,
Absolutely.
put some points on the board while that clock is stopped.
No question. 1:28 remaining in the first half. Brandon Bryant at the line. Larry will get us stats from the first half. We'll have those for you in the second. Bryant knocks the first one down. 17-9, Hilton Head led at the end of 1. They lead 22-11 here. That one misfires. 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Hilton Head still pushing the tempo.
Wright got it stolen away. Bryant looks to finish. Rejected inside. And Hilton Head called for something really good on that play as Danzell hits the wall.
Ryan's got to
22-11.
realize it's not going to be anything easy in here tonight. You need to go faster and harder and expect that foul. You know, he went up there like they were just going to let him go ahead and take that layup. It's not going to be no free layups tonight, not in this atmosphere.
Right. Bryant back to the line. Brandon Bryant and his team with a 22-11 deficit. He is a 35% field goal shooter. 7 games played coming in, 44 points on the season. Again, a tremendous, and I mean tremendous football player. Really, truly #1 for Bluffton, as that was his number on the football field.
I guess that's why he didn't mind hanging around waiting for the contact, huh?
That's right. And I was actually looking for number 1 on his roster in basketball. I'm like, he's number 4. This is interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Bluffton's always had a lot of two-way players in basketball and football.
A lot of these teams do. It's really a lot of credit to coaches, families.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's credit to the student athletes.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I've been doing this a long time, as you have been around these guys as well with the Boys and Girls Club and calling games and whatnot as well. These are some of the finest young men and women that I've come across in the Lowcountry.
They give you
phenomenal.
100% day in and day out practice. Just a great area, great bunch of guys. You know.
They're very courteous too.
Yes.
They're so great to us broadcasters and reporters. There's a jumper from the outside, not going to go. 1 minute remaining in the quarter as Hilton had misfired on that 3 try from John O'Gorman. Here's a drive inside, deflected momentarily, brought back, now stolen away. Hilton Head's got it. That pass a little bit too strong. Nice corral. Can Stewart finish? Oh, baby! Inside as Ray Stewart finishes right before he got to the baseline.
That was a nicer break as you're going to see anywhere tonight.
24-12. Driving inside, not able to make a play is Bluffton. And we've got a Bluffton player down, but back up is number 3, Jamari Stewart Manning. Again, averaging 12.3 points per game, 2.1 rebounds. The guard, junior, 5'11". 24-12. Hilton Head up by double digits.
Yeah, he did give him a little pick-me-upper when he came in, so hopefully he can knock these up, these down right before the half and give them a little momentum going into the halftime.
Again, Red and I will have our first half thoughts coming up. That first one goes down for Jamari Stewart Manning. He's averaging about 12 points a game and about 2.5 rebounds, almost 2 assists and 2 steals. 2.1 to be exact.
Now they need to get a stop.
24-14. 26.4 seconds to go in the first half. This is more like a football score that you would see in this matchup.
They had 2 fouls to give before they were in the bonus, so that's not going to hurt them.
Right. 3 fouls for the visitors, 5 for the home team.
Yeah, with the new rules now, 5 fouls in a quarter, you're going to be shooting 2, not 1 and 1. So.
That's right. And that was something that, of course, Coach Daniel Godson was talking to us about as well throughout action last week and this week additionally. 25 seconds remaining. The inbound, it's going to go to Brandon Bryant. Bryant going to give it up.
They're holding for 1 shot, I guess.
And this is Jamari Stewart Manning. He gets by Stewart, driving inside. There's a 3 right wing, too strong. Nice rebound, but a bump as getting the board off the miss was Micah Hamilton, averaging 4.8 rebounds. You know that's going to go up with that board.
Looks like it's going to stay here. No, because if it was staying here, it would be 2 shots, right? It looks like Hilton Head is in the bonus. Yeah, getting 2 shots, exactly.
6.9 to go. And at the line, indeed, is number 5, Micah Hamilton. Averaging about 8 points per game and 5 rebounds.
This is just what they needed, Marcus, to put some points on the board with the clock stopped, just going into the half and hopefully build on some momentum here.
Right.
We should go into the locker room positive.
That one not going to go.
Well, all right. Hopefully they can capitalize on this violation.
Again, Shane Brown been with Hilton Head since 2019-20, as was Russell Wisniewski on the other side. Lonnie Roberts with Bluffton from 2006 through this year. This will be his final year coaching Bluffton girls basketball. First year for Coach Bradley Gabriel. There's a 3 from the outside, left wing misfiring. That's the end of the first half. Red and I with our halftime thoughts on the guys' game of the week presented by Summit Services coming up shortly. It is 24-16, home team Hilton Head leads. Our halftime thoughts next on WHHI Sports TV.
Announcing the inaugural season of college basketball at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. Get ready to join in on the frenzy and excitement of college basketball as the Sand Sharks take on opponents at home in the USCB Recreation Center, located on campus at 1 University Boulevard in Bluffton, South Carolina. You can find home and away game schedules for both men and women teams on uscbathletics.com. Don't miss this amazing season and catch the frenzy everyone is talking about.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
Welcome into the halftime report of the Summit Services Guys Game of the Week here on the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Tony Red Bruin with you, filling in for Kevin Libby, and might I say you're doing a fine job. Pleasure to be with you again.
Leads, Marcus. You're one of the best, man. Thank you.
Talk about what you saw out of that first half with Hilton Head with the double-digit lead here at home.
Yeah, it seemed both teams came out wanting to impose their will on the other and get into a transition game, but neither so far has been able to do that. What's hurting Bluffton, though, is they gave up about 6 offensive rebounds just in the first quarter alone. You can't come down and give any team 3 attempts at the basket every time down. So I think they might have been a little bit nervous. I think some of the nervousness have went out. They hit a couple of baskets getting right just before the half, so I think they got some momentum going and some of the nervousness now, and I think we're going to see a great second half.
It's 24-16 Hilton Head at half, so that double-digit lead back to single digits. Talk about a couple of key players you're looking forward to seeing in the second half, and then a key for each team.
Yeah, Manning and Bryant need to turn it out. Manning came in, I'm not quite sure why he came off the bench, but he came off like a little spark plug and gave them a little lead that they have. But what they've got to do, they've got to hit a couple of jumpers to open up inside and get to the basket. Hilton Head's doing a good job just doing the offensive rebounds. I think both teams are going to settle down in the second half, and you're going to see a smoother running of their offenses. But both teams are trying to impose their will in the transition game. It's going to be interesting to see if each one of them can open that up and get the running game going.
And then some key players for Hilton Head to look out for.
I think Wright's going to heaten up a little bit more. He's missed the last couple, but he's getting closer and closer. And the ones that he did miss looked like they were going in. So I think you better watch out for him a little bit.
You mentioned him, and typically this is a little early for me to mention this, but you think he has player of the game possibilities?
It's a little early, but if he heats up the way I think he's going to heat up, because like I said, a couple of them shots were right there. And if Bluffton keeps giving open looks like that, it's very possible.
That's our first half thoughts. We've got second half action coming up. Red and I, the rest of our crew here in the Summit Services High School Basketball Game of the Week. It's a guys edition, 24-16 in favor of Hilton Head. Second half action next on WHHI Sports TV. Hang on, everybody.
Did you know your brain doesn't fully develop until your mid-20s?
Substance use harms brain development, causes mental health disorders, and leads to addiction.
E-cigarettes negatively affect oxygen supply, endurance, and attention.
Marijuana affects reaction time, concentration, and decision making.
Alcohol harms endurance, judgment, and complex motor skills.
Pain medication and substance use increases mental health disorders and leads to addiction.
All of these substances negatively affect brain development and function.
Don't let your team down.
We welcome you back to the second half here at the Nest, home of the Hilton Head Seahawks. They lead 24-16. Marcus Walsh, Tony Red Bruin, Larry Jacomot, Jeremy Pope with you. Kevin Libby, a little bit under the weather today, but we look to have him back here real soon. Reese Stewart touching the basketball, gives it up. There's Bowman misfiring on a 3, and it's going to go out of bounds as we start quarter number 3. Red, I didn't have a chance to ask you, earlier about what's going on with the Boys and Girls Club, but just to talk about yourself a little bit for those that might be hearing you for the first time, as that's drained. And Hilton Head gets another jumper from Reese Stewart for 3, courtesy of Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty. Let us lead you home.
Oh, definitely. I'm hoping Bluffton can come out of this locker room after this halftime and build on that momentum that they had just before they went in, but they messed around and just gave up another offensive rebound and let them hit another jump shot.
Indeed.
But back to talking about what we was talking about was, so people kind of are confused about my whereabouts here. Actually, my dad is from Bluffton, and I spent every waking summer in Bluffton from the time I was probably about 3 years old to about 14, which was when I started playing travel basketball in the summertime. But I grew up in Queens with my mom. And worked my way up to being a great high school player where I actually made McDonald's All-American. Eventually went to Syracuse and got drafted by the Sixers. I was blessed and fortunate enough to play professional ball overseas. But after working in Albany, New York, where my son still resides at today for about 15 years, I finally decided to retire back down here from where my family's originally from. And I've just been trying to get involved in all the community things that I can. And as you know, I'm at the Boys and Girls Club right now. And
been there a while, right?
I've been there for 12 years.
Nice.
Actually, I think this is going on my 13th year. And we started an annual March Madness showcase of our own. That's a huge fundraiser for our kids and helps them get a lot of the things that they need to get at the club. As you can imagine how tough kids are on equipment and things. And we've got a lot of different programs.
There's the jumper, put it down for Reese Stewart. And that should be another three-point play. It is for Reese Stewart. And it's 30-18. Tell people how you got the nickname Red. I find this very, very good.
Well, it's hard to tell right now, but coming up, I had fiery, almost like a fire truck red engine hair. And even now, still maybe like my sideburns or something, you can see some glances of it. But I'm excited about our big annual tournament that we have in March. This year's tournament is going to be on March 9th and March 10th. We have the best AAU and travel teams in that region with Ridgeland, Hilton Head, Bluffton, Hardyville, even some teams from Savannah. It's going to be great, and it's for a great, great cause.
And you were talking to the folks at the Daily News, our daily newscast, about it, and that'll air all weekend here on WHHI.
Yes, I'm excited about it. I hope as many people can get to see it. We had it last year. We averaged about maybe 250 people for the tournament. It was great. It's kind of a family of things. We do it almost like a real Final Four. We have interactive games outside, baskets set up, picnic tables for people, food trucks, fish fries, shrimp fries. We have icy trucks out there. It's just a great family atmosphere. And you come watch some of the best basketball in the Lowcountry.
And I actually stand corrected. That interview aired over the weekend. It will definitely have great information if you had a chance to see it. 30-18. And Jeremy Pope with the info that you've seen the interview. It'll air on our website, WHHI-TV.com. Seahawks call timeout with 5:06 remaining in quarter number 3. Our score is 30-21 in favor of Hilton Head. We're going to take this break. Be right back in the guys' game of the week in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Hey y'all, come check us out, offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents, along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you: Sports Addiction at 200 Okatee Village in the Okatee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton. We welcome you back here to the Nest, 30-21 in favor of Hilton Head, and they've really led predominantly throughout the way as that jumper came up a little bit short. O'Gorman with a great rebound as he looks to put back, doesn't. Second chance, oh my! Got it! And one more coming from the line!
These guys got to give Khalil some help down there. He's doing all the rebounding by himself.
O'Gorman got it. .450 to go. First half numbers, scoring leaders, We had Wright with 10 points for Hilton Head, Stewart with 7. And then on the other side for Bluffton, Bryant with 6, Stewart with 3, Gadsden with 2, Hamilton with 2. We had found the last name of Elijah, number 12 for Bluffton. It is Creighton, as in the school. And on the other side, in terms of foul trouble, we have Allen with 2, Wright with 2, Rohr with 2, Bowman with 2, Spangler with 2. And then as well, Bluffton with a couple of fouls from Hamilton, Isaiah Creighton, and then McCarthy as well. So the foul trouble has been a bit of a problem so far, but we'll see how the rest of this third and fourth quarter go. Reminder, officials are needed everywhere in the world of sports. Become an official, highschoolofficials.com. There's a hashtag with that. You can become physically fit, make a positive influence in a young person's life, and have a whole lot of fun doing it with a lot of other benefits. High school graduation shouldn't have to end your involvement with high school athletes or athletics. You can become an official by joining a local officials association sanctioned by the High School League of South Carolina. Become a high school official. Be the difference maker your community needs. Make the right call. Become an official, hashtag become an official. Again, highschoolofficials.com. Speaking of those officials, Kenneth Tinsley, Johnny Millen, and Derek Green, 22 years, 11 years, and 8 years respectively. Kenneth Tinsley got his start in Okinawa, Japan, out of the Marines, or in the Marines, but that was his first start as an official. Driving inside, Stewart rejected it, but a putback goes. Officials work to maintain the integrity of the sports they officiate and ensure student athletes have a safe environment to play in. Without officials, our student athletes would not be able to enjoy the sports they love. Show your appreciation to an unsung hero of interscholastic athletics and contests today. 33-25. There's a drive inside, not able to get it to go first, but it's put back.
Bluffton's got to keep this thing close now. They're getting in danger of letting Hilton Head open this thing up, where it's going to be really hard to catch up.
Chane Brown graduated from Hilton Head. He began in Columbia at Hopkins Middle School, had an opportunity opened up to come back home. He was a JV coach, varsity coach, and then varsity head coach as a jumper goes. Beautifully done.
We needed that. They needed that.
He was a student manager for the USC women's team. As the three-pointer goes, 35-25, timeout called by Bluffton. We're going to take it, be right back on WHHI Sports TV. It's the guys' game of the week, Summit Services High School Basketball Series.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Announcing the inaugural season of college basketball at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. Get ready to join in on the frenzy and excitement of college basketball as the Sand Sharks take on opponents at home in the USCB Recreation Center, located on campus at 1 University Boulevard in Bluffton, South Carolina. You can find home and away game schedules for both men and women teams on uscbathletics.com. Don't miss this amazing season and catch the frenzy everyone is talking about.
We welcome you back. 35-28 in favor of Hilton Head. They led, and they've led throughout as they were up and playing pretty dang well throughout this game. There's an outside jumper, a little bit off the mark, a couple of times. Nice rebound. And Hilton Head looking for a putback from McKenna Allen. They led 24-16 at the break, 17-9 at the end of one, and they lead 35-28 here in the third with 2:30 to go.
Yeah, if Bluffton doesn't solve this this rebounding problem soon, that's probably what's going to do them in at the end of this game. They haven't solved it yet. It's getting 2 to 3 shots every time down. You can't beat a team like that. They're in a bonus, and we still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this quarter.
Right. So here's McKenna Allen, junior guard, misfires, and trying to get the rebound was Luke Danzel. He can't. Here goes Bluffton on the far end, thinking about a 3, driving inside. Bryant couldn't finish. There go the Seahawks. Nice little move, and not able to finish is O'Gorman, and then he does. Beautiful touch by O'Gorman.
Offensive rebound.
It's the key to it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad to see. I mean, I don't, you know, Bluffton's boxing out. I don't know if they just don't have the size, you know.
That one a little bit off the mark, and the rebound goes to Reese Stewart. He's going to take it, fire it across. Here's O'Gorman. Swinging it over to McKenna Allen. Great ball rotation. There's a 3. Oh, it's pure! Put that down for Hilton from the right wing. Oh, doctor!
Hilton Head is clicking on all cylinders now. They're hitting their drives to the basket. They're hitting their 3s.
Now the John O'Gorman chants are coming out. Reminder, Fat Babies of Hilton Head, come by for pies and sandwiches in a relaxed setting with jukeboxes and TVs. There are timeout and food sponsor. I had the great sandwich, the sausage guy earlier. Also Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth, uniting the community to promote positive choices. Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry, our presenting sponsor. Thanks to Summit Services for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. .111 to go in the quarter. Officials timeout. 41-28. We'll take it. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV. Third quarter action.
I'm Daniel Court.
And I'm Debbie Court, and we are Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty.
Some of the buyers and sellers that we encounter naturally experience that fear of change. But we once heard that life truly begins at the end of our comfort zones.
So if you're ready to make a change, give us a call and let us lead you home.
We welcome you back. Hilton Head at the line, and it's Chane Wright. Misfires. 41-28. Some of the coaches that work under Bradley Gabriel. Jamie Manning coaches the travel team in Bluffton. Great community man, business owner, been a staple in the Beaufort area for over 20 years. He works with the guards. Rodney Mayer, been in Bluffton his entire life, played college basketball, was an assistant at Bluffton for 7 years before going to Hilton Head Christian the past 3 years. We've got more after this officials timeout on WHHI Sports TV. Back in a moment.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We welcome you back, and as Wright is at the line, talking about Rodney Mayers, he works with the post players. Jordan Glenn, first-year assistant coach, played at USCB, wants to get into coaching. Great young mind and energy, works with the post players. Derek Dickinson, been in Bluffton the last 7 years, assistant coach last year as Bluffton on a drive. Going inside was number 15, Isaiah Gadsden. And it's going to Hilton Head. He's very patient as Dickinson, calming personality, great for the kids and staff, really good with analytics and film. Breakdown for film study. He works with the guards. Bradley Gabriel, the head coach, working with the point guards.
Oh yeah, everybody knows that the job that Rodney and Jamie does with the kids with fundamentals is unbelievable.
And you have more info on our head coach of Bluffton, Bradley Gabriel, as there's a long one, not gonna fire. A little bit off the mark, rebound and put back, not quite good there for Elijah Creighton. I take that back at the other end. That was Kyrie Bowman. Here now is Elijah Creighton and company with Bluffton. Red, why don't you tell us a little bit about the head coach, Bradley Gabriel?
Coach Gabriel's been coaching for over 22 years in North Carolina. He's got a great reputation. He's got over 300, actually he's got 336 wins, I think to a 187 loss. He knows what he's doing out there. He likes to build teams that have character, discipline. You can look at his team play and show that they're about running their offenses. His kids are in shape, and they look like they're in shape. And I think he's going to have this program going in the right direction. In terms of championships, he's won the 8 straight conferences in North Carolina and 2 state titles appearances. So.
Last coached at Lincoln Charter. 27.3 to go in the quarter. 41-28 in favor of Hilton Head. They look to improve to 5-15 on the year. Bluffton, if they don't come back, will fall to 7-12. Both teams about middle of the pack in region play and in the rankings.
We'd be remiss not to mention that coach was also inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Lincoln County and the Lincoln County Charter Athletics Hall of Fame.
Wow, how about that?
Those are some serious accomplishments.
And he was a football player.
Made on state as a quarterback and a defensive back.
A football player coaching basketball.
Not somebody the kids want to mess with at practice, huh?
No way. Misfiring on the free throw. There's a 3. Left wing. Oh, put it down. Beautifully done there. Oh, 3 of those for McKenna Allen. That is a Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty 3-point play.
I guess he doesn't mind waiting to get his football players back when it's the beginning of the season for basketball.
Oh, put that in if it counts. It was awfully close. 45-28 in favor of Hilton Head. And that is the end of 3. 45-28 in favor of the Seahawks. 4th quarter of the Guys Game of the Week in the high school basketball series presented by Summit Services. Next on WHHI Sports TV. Hang on, everybody.
Did you know your brain doesn't fully develop until your mid-20s?
Substance use harms brain development, causes mental health disorders, and leads to addiction.
E-cigarettes negatively affect oxygen supply, endurance, and attention.
Marijuana affects reaction time, concentration, and decision making.
Alcohol harms endurance, judgment, and complex motor skills.
Pain medication and substance use increases mental health disorders and leads to addiction.
All of these substances negatively affect brain development and function.
Don't let your team down.
We welcome you back to the 4th quarter of the Summit Services High School Basketball Series Guys Game of the Week. 45-30, Hilton Head leads Bluffton. That shot did indeed count, and the 2 points put onto the scoreboard before the official end of the 3rd quarter. So it's 45-30.
Yeah.
As we're just underway in quarter number 4, the money quarter, as Brent Musburger used to say. I'm sure he called a couple of your Syracuse games back in the day.
Definitely. So I guess the big question is going to see if Hilton Head can hold on to this 15-point lead or increase it and withstand the pressure. Hopefully that Bluffton's going to try to put on them to get back into this game. One thing that they got to do to get back in this game is start rebounding.
Absolutely. That ball thrown away. Coach Gabriel played college basketball at Western Carolina.
Definitely, that's why he has that philosophy of that he likes to push the tempo and press, although I guess he feels this year that he doesn't have the type of true point guard that he likes to use. He's had kind of a swing guard, and he's had to be a little creative in some of the things that he does.
Right. Here's Hilton Head with that 15-point lead, driving it on the inside. There's a 3 attempt, and KJ Wright missed it, but the rebound will go back to Hilton Head. They've got another opportunity. No, Spangler in there offensively, and now it's Danzel kicking it out. Hilton Head continues to rebound the ball offensively and do a heck of a job as Wright still touching it. We talked about it at half, and I think he is the player of the game at the moment.
I think we called that one right. No pun intended.
That's right. We were not wrong with the pick of Wright. We'll see how this fourth quarter goes as McKenna Allen is going to give it back up. That misfired. Second chance opportunity, no. Attempted by Caleb Spangler, going back the other way. Bluffton may have numbers, and Wright stole it away, but then it was stolen back. And Chaplin couldn't finish it. But Bluffton's got it back down 45-30.
Chaplin usually cleans up on plays like that. I'm sure he's a little disappointed in that, but he'll get it back.
In the Bluffton High School All-Region Fall of 2023, Avonlea Hale for girls cross country, Elise Hunt, girls cross country, Ava Gruschertz, girls cross country, Giada Karge, girls cross country, Emily Hunt, girls cross country, and Ella Craps, girls cross country. And boys cross country, Erlon Baker, David Boyd Collins, and Cooper Anderson. And in football, Carnell Warren on this team, Brandon Bryant on this team, Jeremiah Curry, a great football player, and Chamber Curry as well. Elroy Pruitt for girls tennis, Madison Pirogue for girls volleyball, and the region boy cross country athlete of the year, Erlon Baker. Congratulations to one and all.
I'll tell you what, Marcus, I would not be surprised if when Bluffton gets on this bus that they don't go back to the gym and have a practice just on rebounding.
I agree with you.
Coach is going to be a little disappointed. Although, I mean, you can't see size, though. It's not all on them. They're not the biggest team in the conference right now. You can see that. And they're hustling.
That one goes down.
But rebound is definitely hurting them tonight.
Taking a look at more of the notes, and I'm just seeing out of the corner of my right eye that Coach Gabriel had to play the pack line defense. We know a little bit about that, especially you.
Yeah, he doesn't have, like we were just saying, he doesn't have the big guys that he plans on having, and he has a point guard that's not a true point guard. He's kind of a combo point guard. So he's been real creative, but what he's trying to do is build a program where the players are accountable to him and they show discipline.
Chaplin three.
Just the community of Bluffton is still going, and with the players playing the right way, you're going to have a culture of excitement.
Nice pass inside. The finish a little bit too strong from Caleb Spangler. Ball loose, and it's picked up by Bluffton.
Seems like now they're pushing the tempo, but they're getting the one shot, and that's it.
And we have a whistle. 5 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the ball game. A reminder, Sports Addiction is your bike, sports, and fitness equipment store for over 2 decades, 20 years. Also a reminder that Superior Services, if you're with them, you make the superior choice. Make the superior choice with them today.
Still fighting, though. Haven't given up.
5 minutes, 38 seconds to play. Hilton Head with the lead, and they've pretty much led throughout. I can't think of a time where Bluffton led this game.
Okay, well, Bluffton's got their full court pressure on. Let's see if they can pay any dividends for them.
Hilton Head with the basketball. 5:27 to go. 47-33. There's an outside jumper. It's pure. Reese Stewart. And they're going to call it a three. It looked like he may have had a foot on the line, but they're going to call it a three, and we're going to call it a Court Lifestyle Pros three-point play.
Yeah,
Court Lifestyle Pros at Charter One Realty. Let us lead you home.
I think you're right, Marcus. I don't see the referees heading over here to look at the replay.
Didn't it look to you like you had a foot or two on the line?
That's what I thought.
Or a toe or two.
Hand. I'm like, wow.
They're going to give him the three, so it's 50-33. 50-33. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to go. That shot goes up, and it is not going to count, I don't believe.
I think he said good and one.
All right.
Yeah, they're going to count this one, Marcus.
4:35 to go in the ball game.
See, good things happen when you offensive rebound.
Absolutely.
Well,
and Bluffton has not done that enough tonight. Bryant gonna swing it over. It's 40-30. It's 50-35. That three way off the mark. Here's KJ Wright again.
He might be a little under weather. He usually hits those corner shots. He loves the baseline.
Touching it is Luke Danzel. We've got a timeout. Hilton Head calls it. We're going to take it as well. 50-35, 4:17 to go in the ball game. It's the Summit Services Heating and Air High School Basketball Series. Guys, Game of the Week. Back with more right after this on WHHI Sports TV. Hey y'all, come check us out. Offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you. Sports Addiction at 200 Okatee Village in the Okatee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton. We welcome you back to the Summit Services Heating and Air High School Basketball Series Guys Game of the Week. Bluffton visiting Hilton Head. Here's a drive inside by Danzel. It got rejected. It's going to go out of bounds. And the basketball came awfully close.
Can't accuse him of not hustling to the wire, though.
I've been a lot closer to basketballs in my broadcasting career, I'll tell you that. Coach Gabriel says there are a few players that have really done a great job for us this season. Jamari Manning, one of the kids that plays with heart and passion. He's in the gym all the time, tries to improve where he can to help us out. Micah Hamilton, another one. It's like a coach's player. He plays the right way, never complains about anything. And those are the kind of guys that you want to have, especially as a first-year coach, Red.
Definitely. And
to
that's
build
what
a
he's talking
foundation.
About. That's what he's talking about in terms of building a foundation and the culture. He has some great kids. They play discipline. They play the right way. And, you know, and you never got to worry about them making you look bad.
That leaner goes beautifully done. We've got a whistle. 50-37. Bluffton calls the timeout. 3:42 remaining. We'll take it. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV. Again, the Summit Services High School Basketball Series Guys Game of the Week.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
50-37, fourth quarter, 3:42 rather to go. 5 fouls for the home team from Hilton Head as the ball is turned over. Hilton Head had possession, they turn it over, Bluffton with a chance. Chaplin thought about 3, gonna kick it out. Again, 50-37, Chaplin 3, too strong. 3:26 remaining. Marcus Walsh, Tony Red Bruin, Jeremy Pope, Larry Giacomo with you. Tony filling in for Kevin Libby, who's a bit under the weather. There's a 3, a little bit off the mark. We had Larry and Coach Daniel Gotson fill in for Kevin on the girls' game, which you will see as well. Here's Hilton Head, corner 3. Oh, put that down! KJ Wright from deep on the left wing.
They're heating up this fourth quarter with these threes.
53-37, and yes, that was a Family Guy reference that I just said, corner 3. There's a drive, Wright, couldn't finish, gives it off to Stewart, who does! Oh, the one-on-one tandem from Wright and Stewart, and then Wright finishes here at the other end. Actually, Stewart finished, as I said. At the other end, Bluffton couldn't make, as going inside, they were. There's another jumper, oh my!
It's time to start warming up the bus.
Stewart from deep into the ocean here at Hilton Head. 55-37. Oh, baby, there's a cold-blooded triple of his own by Khalil Chaplin. 58-37. Tipped by Bluffton. Going back to Hilton. And why not? Outside shot. Short. And a nice rebound by O'Gorman. Gives it up to Stewart. Left it short. Couldn't come back with his second chance. Bluffton's got it off his miss. Stewart regains his composure and gets back up. That goes off of Wright. That pass had a little bit too much spicy brown mustard on it. Courtesy of Brandon Bryant. Seahawks call timeout with a 58-40 lead and 1 minute and 49 seconds to go in regulation. We're going to take it with them. Be right back on the Guys Game of the Week. Summit Services High School Basketball Series, WHHI Sports TV.
Announcing the inaugural season of college basketball at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. Get ready to join in on the frenzy and excitement of college basketball as the Sand Sharks take on opponents at home in the USCB Recreation Center, located on campus at 1 University Boulevard in Bluffton, South Carolina. You can find home and away game schedules for both men and women teams on uscbathletics.com. Don't miss this amazing season and catch the frenzy everyone is talking about.
We welcome you back. Marcus Walsh, Tony Red Bruin, the rest of our crew with you. Bryant missed the three, gets his own rebound. He's on a drive, right hand, get that out of here, says John O'Gorman, not in our house. O'Gorman with a long pass and Stewart corrals it.
Coach Gable's pulling his starters out now. No need for them to get hurt.
Yeah, Coach Gabriel pulling the starters out, going with the bench.
Yeah, Hilton has already put their bench players in.
1:18 to play, and there's a foul on Reese Stewart.
Which is a classy move, like I was saying. A lot of coaches in a rivalry game will try to stick it to the other team really bad. But it's a nice move. It's a classy move.
That's right. One foul for the visitors for Bluffton, 5 for Hilton Head here. 58-40, 1:17 to play in the fourth. What a great atmosphere, as you said, though, Red.
Oh, definitely.
This place has been rocking. And it's coming home weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody be safe, but enjoy the celebration for sure. Homecoming weekend in high school and college, prom in high school and college. It's a special time.
Picture perfect weekend for the Seahawks. You know, you got your homecoming game. You got people back in town. Get a nice win against your rivalry home. You know, Bluffton team. You got cousins playing against cousins. Doesn't get much better.
Here's Hilton Head. Working it. There's a jumper. A little bit off the mark. Less than a minute. Here goes Bluffton. There's a jumper from the outside, well short. Rebound goes to Truth Taylor Rivera. Going inside. Oh, baby, rejected. Landon Brockway touching it. There's an outside shot way off the mark. 27 seconds to go. There's a steal and couldn't finish. Chance at the other end, putting it down. And beautifully done to make it 60-40. 10 seconds left. Driving inside, putting that one up and in for Bluffton is Ashton Chambers, number 21. 2 seconds left. Hilton Head gonna try a deep one. Little bit off the mark. This one's over. 60-42 your final. Hilton Head will move to 5-15 on the year. Bluffton falls to 7-12. And region play will continue for both these teams. We've got the postgame show coming up. We've got our winning head coach, Shane Brown, and a player to watch out for and talk about as our player of the game. That's next on WHHI Sports TV.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
Welcome into the postgame show of the Summit Services High School Basketball Game of the Week, the guys' Game of the Week, here on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Shane Brown, Tajay Wright, and my partner tonight, Tony Red Bruin. Coach, talk about what you saw out of your team tonight in this big 60-42 win against rival Bluffton.
I saw they came out with a lot of energy. That's what we practiced the last week. We're coming out with a lot of energy because I think we've been playing a little bit flat and not up to our potential because we didn't play with a lot of energy. But I saw they played with a lot of intensity and with a purpose tonight.
Talk about now what's ahead for you guys in 7-4A. It's a pretty tough region.
It is. We just got to continue to bring this energy every night and continue to execute and finish ball games. We've been in pretty much all of the ball games. We just haven't had we just didn't do a good job of finishing, and I think that's what we're working on now is to finish in 4A.
Pretty special performance by the guy to your right?
Yeah. He's a special talent. He's taken on a big load as a sophomore running the team, and the kids respond to him really well. So yeah, he's a special kid.
And Tony Red Bruin is with Mr. Wright.
I just got a couple of questions for you, Mr. Wright. In my opinion, I thought that the tone of this game was made early. You guys had, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, you guys had about 6 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. And at that point, it seemed like Bluffton never really got in sync and rebound, and it seemed like every time you guys came down, if you didn't hit the first shot, you got another shot, and sometimes even another shot. Was that part of the game plan, or did you guys just see early on that was a weakness you could exploit?
I mean, I just keep shooting, and if I don't have it, I just pass it to the next person for the next shot.
Basically just following up your shots and going for it, and they was there. Well, it really worked. It really threw, I think, Bluffton's whole game plan off. They wanted to push the tempo and everything. But obviously, as you know, you can't push the tempo if you're not getting the rebounds. And you seem like you was just as comfortable outside as you was slithering inside sometimes. Is that something you pride your game on and working on, or is it just something you naturally do?
Something I naturally do.
Okay. It's good to see. Keep it up.
Tajay, congratulations. Great job. You're our player of the game. Coach, great win for your team. Congratulations as you move on. Good luck with you guys in 7-4A action the rest of the way. That'll about do it for the post-game report and this guys' game of the week of the Summit Services Heating and Air High School Basketball Series only on WHHI Sports TV. For Larry Jacomot, Tony Red Bruin, Jeremy Pope, the rest of our WHHI-TV crew, along with Lisa Richardson. Get well, Kevin Libby. We'll see you soon for more high school basketball, only on WHHI Sports TV. I'm Marcus Walsh saying so long from the nest. We'll see you soon.